Hello, everyone. It tells me that no one is here yet, so I'm sort of just talking to myself. That's okay. I can talk to myself. I do that pretty often. Sit around, talk to my paper, talk to my ink, talk to my pen, my sweet, sweet pen. Sweet, sweet nib. Okay, this is getting weird. Hello, everyone. It's getting weird because people are not listening to me talking about what I do. Why, hello. Thank you all for joining. Helene, thank you for joining. This is very exciting. Yay. Okay, so what am I doing? Okay, this is just a disaster, and I apologize. My label, I spilled it, and then I got ink all over it, and then I had no idea what the ink was, so I had to tear off the label from another sample, and I wrote on with gel pen, and it's smearing off. Anyway, long story short, here's what we have today. The Maruman Mnemosyne, I've used this before, but I really like this. Really handy for the coils and flipping around. We have Aurora Blue Black and my trusty Sailor 1911 Large. This is the Fresca Blue, and it is equipped with a 21 karat gold nib in rhodium plating to match the trim. Hi, everyone. Okay, we have Japan. I saw Alaska. This is awesome. I know there's a Netherlands in there. A Canadian. Okay, this is great. Thank you all for joining. So I've received requests to talk about some Aurora before. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Aurora has not historically, but recently they have been doing a blue ink and a black ink. And then they released a blue black, which is sort of like the blue and black had a baby ink. So that is what this color basically looks like. Let us open up. It's me! Yes, isn't that even more exciting? Sort of. I guess it depends on how you feel about me. Okay. It's very exciting for me. Alrighty, let's baby ink. Yeah. It really looks like that. It's kind of strange, but in a good way. If you haven't used them, the Aurora Blue and the Aurora Black are stellar. They're just really, it's like a pure blue, a pure black, and excellent properties. They work really well. No staining. They clean out really well. So when Aurora launched the blue black, the standard for this ink is pretty high. You know, because we're all expecting it to be equally stellar. Now, I will be the first to admit, blue-black is not my favorite color. So, it had even bigger shoes to fill because I really do like the Aurora Blue and the black. Yes, it is the music nib, Ralph. Very sorry. Just, you know, because what if someone really wants a music nib? I want them to be able to get it. The Concorde is just impossible to get. Okay, let's take a look at that. The Aurora Blue Black, it depends. So if you just write a bit and then you add some, like put some water spills on it or whatever, the top layer of ink will kind of wash away and it's sort of legible, but I would not really say it's water resistant. How does the blue black compare to the black? Well, it's more blue than the black is. It's not as deep, of course. It definitely has a blue tint to it. The Aurora Black is a solid, pure, true black. There's a question about the nib here. It's a music nib. Music nib. In the case of Sailor, it is a music stub nib. On the side of the nib, it says MS for music stub. So it does, although it is a music nib, it does perform like a stub nib. You can see here. There we go. Isn't it a beautiful pen? And I really like this pen. So the ink, let's play around with it a little so you can see. Now in the case of, some blue blacks, I find that they start out more blue, even if it's not an iron gall. So it starts out more blue, and as it dries, it gets darker. I find that this one is pretty true to its color, even when it's wet or dry. Oh, hello, Mr. Eric. There you go. So it definitely leans more to the black side. It's definitely on the dark side. This is not an iron gall ink. This is just a standard, regular dye-based ink that does not oxidize as it dries. But it is a nice color, especially if you need something that's not just a black, not just a blue. Ooh, Toronto. Hello, Toronto. It's been a nice snowy night, hasn't it been? Somebody asked me to write their name, but I didn't catch your name, so you have to put your name down so I can write it again. Ralph? Oh, well, I'm going to write Ralph anyway because I just saw it. In case you're wondering why I'm holding my pen so weird, I hold it at a funny angle if I'm doing like nice cursive. Otherwise, it's just like hello, regular. Like otherwise, it's just like you know, regular, which is not as like flowy. I was not ready for the snow either. I haven't lived in Canada in several years, and it was quite a shock to wake up this morning and realize I had to go outside. Oscar. Oh, well. I could write Helene. Now, I actually don't know how to make an accent look poetic. So let me see if I can do something weird. There we go. Winter is coming. Yes, how would I write winter is coming? What I really enjoy also about this nib, I know I'm supposed to be talking about the ink, but I really like this pen, and I really like this nib. I enjoy it because it's very versatile for different like handwriting styles and fonts and stuff like that. So, winter is coming. Now, I don't watch the show, but I know what it's based on, so I mean, I know what winter is coming is based on. There we go. I think I missed all your comments. Let me scroll back here. You dislike Snow unless it's Jon Snow. Can't really argue with that. I do know who the actors are too, so I just haven't actually watched it. Okay, let me do some ink play so you can see a bit what it looks like in a more saturated smear. Now, this is how I messed up my last label, is because I was trying to do this, so let's hope I don't mess this label up. Okay, so basically I just like flop the vial over. It is the most unscientific way to get ink onto your page, but it works for me. And the thing is that if you can just do this anywhere. Okay, I'm gonna smear that a bit. Let that dry. The nib is a music nib, yes, a Sailor music nib. Okay, there's two things. I will write your name, and I will... There was a question if the music nib can be used for reverse writing. So let's take a look at that. This is reverse. It's actually really decent. It's a little more dry than the flip side. And it's just a touch more crisp, but definitely usable. Okay, we're gonna write your name. Awesome. It is a nice color. Hello to Poland. What does it smell like? Here, let's... Okay. It actually smells like nothing, which is great because I know some people hate the smell of ink and stronger inks. So that is an excellent option if you can't stand the smell of ink. Okay, so that was my semi-saturated splat. It looks quite blue here. It looks quite black on this side. So, of course, the more saturated it is, the more like pooled it is in one area, the darker it's gonna look. I should write Porg. Are you a Star Wars fan? Quite possibly. Okay, what I'm gonna do is write Porg, but like in a fun way that you don't always do with a fountain pen. So sometimes people say like, oh, I don't have great handwriting, so I can't really use a fountain pen. But I mean, you could also just enjoy the pen, you know, if you just enjoy the nib. It's not really about great handwriting. It's just about having a fun time with your pen. I'm trying to write porg. So, I mean, clearly you could do this with a pencil, you could do this with a ballpoint, but it's fun. Porg. It is kind of blue. There's definitely some sort of like greeny tones in there. It's quite nice. Not a bad ink. Oh. Comes in like a 45 milliliter bottle. And it's, I think, I mean, I've done worse with ink, but it's $18, 18 US dollars for the 45 milliliter bottle. There we go. I was going to let that dry, but not super heavy on the sheen, but I mean, if you want to use this for like a work appropriate ink, it's excellent choice. Okay, the reverse of the page. The Maruman notebooks are very fountain pen friendly and really tolerant to fountain pen ink. So there is some show through, and it's more noticeable because of the lights that I have on here. But totally usable on the back side. No bleed through with, you know, standard use. Even with a little bit of heavier inking, there's no bleed through. You can absolutely use the back side. I don't have the greatest handwriting either, but yes, fountain pens are for everyone. And it's supposed to be fun. The notebook is here, I'll just flip to the front so you can see. A Maruman Mnemosyne. This is the 195 size, which is like A5, and I have the lined version. There are larger ones, and there's also like B5, so you have different options. Yeah, it's really great. It's a great notebook, really fountain pen friendly. I really like it. It's smooth. I will write the name of the notebook down just in case anybody is curious. Here's another reason I love this nib. Like I was showing on the previous page, the weird ways I use it. So it's fun to just kind of play around with the angle and your own writing style. It makes me feel creative, even though I am not super creative. And this is the number 195. Oh, Janine, you are too sweet. Too kind to me. There's a heart. Guys, it's Friday. I'm so excited. I don't know why. I mean, it's not like I don't have thrilling plans, but I'm still excited. So there we go. Let's see here. There's a tiny, like a little bit of sheen up here. Pretty nice. Nice, nice blue-black. Should I try a brown benchmark, or do you think this is going to be a huge disaster? I'm wearing a nice sweater, so maybe I shouldn't, but I guess I will anyway. Okay. I'm going to move away. Brown benchmark. It did get all over my pen, so I'm going to have to dry off my pen. Okay, I'm going to roll my chair up a little. All right. So what the brown benchmark is, for anyone who does not know, it's basically Stephen Brown's method of putting ink on the tip of his finger and splatting it on the page. And I recall that there was a special way of saying it, like it was not just the brown benchmark, it was...
The brown benchmark!
Thank you. We had the audio in effect there. So it's really nice ink. Again, I'm honest, blue-black was not my favorite color, and my usual go-to blue-black is the Waterman Mysterious Blue, or the Sailor Saiboku, which is one of the pigmented inks, but the Waterman starts out a little more blue. It doesn't get like this. It's got a bit more of a blue, greenish undertone. But this is a true... like blue-black. I'm serious. It's like the Aurora blue and the Aurora black just had a baby. And I think what would be hilarious is just to take a drop or two of each and just see what it looks like, because it's probably going to look like this. But it's a quality ink. It's reliable. It's easy to clean. It's well-behaved. So it's a nice option if you're looking for a blue-black. What paper? It is this one. The Maruman Mnemosyne, number 195 notebook. It is a cute baby. I don't know if it's really cute because, you know, it's like a blue-black baby. Like it's not pink or green or something, but it's pretty cute. That doesn't make any sense, does it? No. Okay. I have rambled sufficiently. You probably all want to get back to your daily life and resume your work and home and fun life tasks. Hello, life. I don't know what I'm writing. Is it a behaved baby? It is a behaved baby. It is a mature baby. That's what it is. It really is a cross between the blue and the black, but it is very mature. It's a mature color, work appropriate. It's a, not that you can't use fun inks at work, but you know, some work offices require certain colors. So, okay. So I will post the links to the goodies in case you're interested and you want to check them out. Add them to your wish list because we have AP Santa going on right now. So I don't know, maybe AP Santa will fulfill your wildest dreams. This is me on Anderson pens with Aurora Blue Black, my sailor, and my Maruman notebook. We will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe and happy and keep it inky. Bye-bye.